gonna take these and straighten them out. Why? Because they're not too bad. Yeah, they're just bent. So we'll just straighten this out, twist it up a little bit, and then.
The new floor pans have these.
No, they don't.
They do.
No, those you have to order.
The one I saw on AMD online on my Facebook.
You have to order.
Need it.
All right, so next, let's take the magical marker and we're going to slice all this, get rid of all that crap, then come up, back down, right on the side there, and then back around.
This is attached to the floor right there.
What is? It's what? Where?
Right here.
Oh, okay. You're right. There. Now it's fixed. Oh,
It's gotta
wait.
come out with the floor, I'm saying.
This one too. Oh, it is. Okay. All right. So you can take it out. God. All right. Oh man.
Looks like a twist tree to me, sir.
Yeah. Luckily, we're getting new ones of those. So let's just cut a giant hole here. Oh crap! Wait.
Is there already a giant hole there?
No, smaller, big hole. All right.
Makes no sense.
It's okay. All right. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut that out, and then we're probably gonna replace some of this metal here because there's really no way to. I mean, this is too many welds. You don't need that many welds. You need like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this side, it's a lot better. We'll dolly that out, leave it. The gutters look great, rust hole, it all looks pretty good. And then we'll take that new tail panel, which is kind of dirty, but it is new. So we'll take that, put it in. You ready, Tony? Ready? Ready? All right, so we're back in the back of the demo car, and we are going to be looking at what Tony's up to back here. So on the back here, this is supposed to be a flat piece of metal to make the end of the quarter panels. So these had to be cut out because they were really beat up, you know, after whatever 40 years of being trashed. These get really beat up back here on some cars. So cut them off, and I'm having Tony make brand new ones. And he's gonna go weld those on, and then the tail panel can actually sit up against those like it's supposed to. I'll give you an example on the 72 Cuda that we got in the shop. The demo ranch car is getting customized a lot, but we still want it to look factory. So this is the piece that Tony is making right now, this flat edge. And then it gives us a place to weld the tail, man, my finger is dirty. Weld the tail panel up to that piece. So he does have a different tail panel. He does not have the circle tail lights. That's 1972 3.4. He will have 1970, which is the square. And we'll see that here in just a minute. Man, we got a mess. So that's the piece we're gonna put on. And after that, we're going to put the floor in. Another thing too, the frame rails in this car, these are the factory frame rails from the Cuda. These things are gonna get taken out completely, and we're gonna put square tubing in here, thick wall square tubing going straight so they're even with the frame rail of the truck. And then the only other thing after that in the back is taking the back half of the frame rail of the truck, and you can see it really drops down. We want that to go straight, so we're going to replace the back half of this frame rail and go all the way back even with the crossmember here so that nothing sticks out past that point. And then we'll end up making a bumper for it and go from there. So this is the piece that Tony's making right now, that end cap that I was just showing you. So that's the brand new one. Very good job, man. So this piece will end up going right here. See if I can get that set on there. So you see that? God, that thing looks good. That is where the tail panel will weld to, that piece inside. So it's gonna make another one of these, welded on. Yeah, you can buy brand new quarters for this thing, but it really doesn't need it. There's some dents in it, and somebody a long time ago welded on a quarter extension. Kind of really crappy, but we'll work with it. All right, so Tony got the end caps on, and this is what they look like now. So before, this was all cut out, and now they're brand new. Man, Tony, that's pretty. Well, there you go. Tail panel in. Maybe not for good, but it fits pretty nice. Yeah, we got a nice gap going on there. But end caps are done. Well, they're tacked on. They need to be welded. But I'd say Tony did a pretty dang good job on that. So this is from the back. That's what we got going on, man. Thing's looking good, dude.
Thanks.
Let me see that hammer. Dang, that's a nice hammer. Well, happy birthday.
What?
Tony, this is for you. It's legit, man. Seriously. I didn't either.
It's the hammer.
But it's the kind. Oh my god.
Oh, it's a green hammer.
Dagger.
That's it. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Looks good. All right, moving on. What? I'm not impressed. All right, so the other thing we're gonna be looking at today is the back seats. So I'm gonna show you really quick some complicated areas in this build. So here's the back seat. All right, very small back seat. So in order to get this frame channeled, all that had to be cut out. You see all that had to be cut out. So this sheet metal will actually be built up and over this frame. If I go and put the seat on, now you got a back seat. And it clears, kind of, but this actually needs to sit up about that high. All right, so what we've done so far on this, the reason why we're doing this cardboard is because we're gonna make a template. So right here is where that piece just got cut out. You can kind of see the line right here in the cardboard. So we use cardboard, cereal box is probably the best thing ever. We use cardboard to get the templates made and then transfer this section of it to the metal, and then when we cut this out, it'll go straight on, and there's hardly any grinding to do. It usually fits perfectly every single time. So this piece is how that used to be shaped. It just went up and back into the frame. So now I want it to come down from where the leaf springs were, instead of going straight and down this way. I want it to come down this way and then go flat. Now the reasoning for that is because that big chunk of metal, all of this needs to get cut out, and we're gonna end up putting a piece of metal here. We'll have this much frame instead of, you know, just a little bit. It just makes it a whole lot stronger. Have a big chunk of frame there, and it looks a lot better from the bottom. It continues all the way back, because we'll end up having some drop down steps in here and whatnot. But the reasoning for this here, the curve, you can see, is so that the people in the back seat have a place to put their feet. Otherwise the floor would sit on top instead of dropping down like it's supposed to give the passenger compartment more room. But if you take out a chunk that big, you're gonna want to put it somewhere else. And then after all this is cut, you know, yeah, we got a lot of cuts going on. Then all we do is we're gonna box the entire frame with a big piece of probably quarter inch steel. So you gotta strengthen it up. So then after an hour and a giant mess, this template that we took from there, ended up putting on this piece of rail and then cutting it, put it in the back, and now we have a boxed section. So now our frame rail runs straight all the way through and then kicks up, which means we'll be able to cut that notch out now, and there's a lot more frame here than there was before, making it really strong just so we can cut all of that for room for your feet to go when you're sitting in the back seat. So that's that process. So I'm going to show you what it looks like so far. Here it is. Now we push the front wheels forward a foot. So they're pretty far forward because we want that long wheelbase on this. And the back went back about, I don't know, 6 inches or so. And you can see that is just spray painted right now. So we do that on all these builds. We're moving the wheel well, not these builds like truck cars, because we don't do that. This is the first one. Hopefully we do many more, but you paint that and put the green tape so it gives you the impression the wheel well's opened up from back here. And the front fender is really far back compared to where that wheel's sitting right now. So we're gonna end up moving that around. So that looks pretty cool. I think Matt's gonna be really excited. Hopefully he's gonna be here tomorrow, so, and make a video. So that one will be popping up first, and then I'll throw this one up a little bit after that. So, hey, Jaime, what do you think about it, man?
Awesome.
Yeah?
Totally awesome.
Ray?
Oh, it's great. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Can't wait to what? Body work it?
No, body work it. Right.
Body work and paint.
I gotta figure out a way to climb up on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll make some stairs.
Yeah.
Jaime, you excited to paint this thing?
Oh yeah, real excited.
That's gonna be so fun, man.
It's gonna be funny looking at it, jumping up and down, painting it.
Yeah, you're gonna. we'll do like a Mission Impossible kind of thing for you, dude.
Yeah.
Hang you from a rope, from that.
You got the rack, we could just.
Not hang you from a rope. That's not what I meant.
Nice.
What I meant. We'll find a way. Yeah. Hey Tony. So, what do you think about the progress so far?
Well, I've done a lot of the work, so it's going good.
Okay. What do you think about the wheelbase?
It'll work.
This is just crazy, man. Going from these restoration Cudas to this thing is a big difference. Super excited about it. We're really excited about seeing where this thing goes, so we'll keep going. Okay, so we're back at it again, trying to get these dually wheels off. These things are stuck really bad. Don't have the tool because we don't have dualies here, except for mine. But all right, so Tony's gonna make a little setup here that'll go over this bottle jack. We're gonna put this thing backwards on here and hook the chain up and go. We need a cup for the chain to go around, and then we'll put this thing right here and go at it. All right, so we finally got our little rig set up here, but hopefully it works. It's really sketchy, but we're gonna go out and see if it pops off. This thing will not come off, man, so let's check it out. Oh, actually, it's coming this way. Come on, man. Come on. I don't like this. God, Jesus. You don't want to get a longer bar? This thing's gonna shoot off, man. Something's gonna. It ain't going. It's not going.
You do it.
No, I don't want to do it.
You got longer arms.
Well,
Neanderthal?
yeah, well, you can get a longer pipe too. Okay. Yeah. Yep, that worked. Man, that thing was on there good. But it worked. Now we just got to do the other side. And it's ready to go. Except it's aimed towards the Daytona here, so. All right, round 2. Go ahead, Tony. You got this, dude. You got it. You're doing just fine. Oh my God, it's coming toward you. Oh, nice!
There it goes.
Yeah! I do not like that. God. Oh my God. So we are done with week 1 on the demo Cuda, and just because to see what it would look like, we took one of the 2nd gen Dodge 3500 fenders that I have sitting outside and put them on the Cuda, and it's really it's not that bad actually. This thing's crazy. I mean, just to see how it would fit. There you go. Now we are not gonna do this, but I just wanted to get the feeling of what a dually fender would look like on it, and that's what it came out like. Oddly enough, it fits really good. Let's take you around it. It follows the line of the top of the Cuda quarter panel, and then of course dives down, and it goes way too far to the door. I mean, we would not do it, but of course we're going to build something of our own. But just to give you a glimpse, that's what it looks like. Not bad. Not bad at all. And what's really cool is a shot from the front, how wide this thing is. Look at that. Oh, it's gonna be a beast. I really like how this thing's turning out. Now if you look here, that's how far back we got to go. We were going to go back to the firewall and take out the windshield wiper hole, but I think we're going to go ahead and keep that, because if we don't, we got to find a place to mount it inside, and that just means we got to go with an aftermarket windshield wiper motor, and I really don't feel like doing that. That's not a good idea. If we can avoid it, we'll avoid it. So, wiper motor. This, we're going to use a hydro boost setup, of course, for the diesel. And the other thing is, I think what we're going to end up doing here is going with a really crazy offset in the front, because if we push this wheel all the way in where it would be with a dually wheel, which is probably something like that, because those dually wheels, they really kick out far, so you can put them both together. Then on the inside, we have no room, and I think that's probably gonna end up hitting. The other problem is, I might be wrong on that, but the other problem is that our tie rod will be hitting the wheel and the brakes. I don't know if you can see that, but that's not good. Plus, it just looks better, way better, when it's sitting way out here. So And the other point is that when it's out here, you can see that it sits almost in the middle of the dually wheels out back, which is not bad. I really like that look. So however much, if our fender is sitting right here in the middle of that tire, we're gonna bring that dually fender, the one we end up building, out to the middle of the back tire, just to keep everything proportionate and even, as much as you can keep proportionate on this crazy thing. But we will end up doing a dually fender, hopefully a bolt-on maybe, that looks just like that quarter panel, but bolts on and is in somewhat of that shape right there. Man, I really like that though. That looks really good. Well, thanks for watching, and we'll post up updates and we'll keep the videos going. This will probably be part 2 or 3 out of a lot. But thanks for watching. Bye.